Hey there, my friend and fellow trader. It's Will here over to fxace.com. First of all, welcome to the video. So, end of another fantastic trading week. And in this video, we're going to go over this week's results and see which trades worked out for us. So, I'm in a different place this week. I'm actually on holiday at the minute in the beautiful island of Koh Samui. And the room is a little bit dark, so I've had to go into the walk-in bathroom, walk-in wardrobe to get a little bit of a lighting for this video. So that's why you're seeing the mirror and the towel rack there. Okay, so the room is a little bit dark, so it's late at night here, so I can't actually get good lighting for it. So this week we're going to go into the results. It was a great week, and this week also started the new daily signal service. And I'm just going to hide my face here, and we're going to look at the charts here. First off, we're going to look at the actual results. Okay, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 trades that triggered. Sorry, I had. Sorry, 6 trades that triggered. I filled this in wrong. So it was 70 on the thingy, and it was actually -10, or -20, sorry, on USDCAD. Okay, so we managed around 330 pips on the weekly service, and in the daily service, we actually got around 300 pips. Okay, and we're in one last signal this week, which is on the AUDUSD. Okay, the 2 free signals that I gave in the Telegram group this week for the free signals was on the Aussie Kiwi, where we got 90 pips, and also a nice 130 pips on the Swiss franc Japanese yen. That was actually trade of the week. Okay, so let's have a look at the charts and see why we actually took these trades. So the first one was, just want to move this over here. The first one was on the Aussie USD, and we're just going to move this across. And it was a sell, okay? And it didn't really move much all week. You can see we're at this huge weekly, if I go to the monthly here, we're at this monthly area here, okay? This is why I was looking to sell this. We're coming in, and you can see we're at this weekly area here. It's also a nice support or resistance area, sorry. And again, I'll probably like taking this next week. You can see price action slowing down, coming in. You can see the weekly chart here, the candles in the weekly chart, momentum slowing down. You can see the market on the daily chart starting to move sideways here. We're also getting divergence signals here as it's coming into this weekly and monthly area. This was the reason for selling it this week at 0.722. Okay, I was expecting it to pop back up. It did. Then it dropped down on Thursday after the FOMC, and we managed to get out and get 30 pips on it. Okay, so that was that trade. That was the reason for it. This was the move down. The start of the week it rallied up, got us into the trade, and then moved down. And we actually it did drop a little bit further, but I closed all my positions on Wednesday after the FOMC meeting. Okay, that's when the market dropped. You can see it rallied back up a little bit after that, but it was a beautiful, beautiful trade. Okay, next one was on AUD Kiwi. Okay, AUD Kiwi. Okay, this was, you can see I'm still in this trade. This is a trade I took today. So it was a trade I took with the free Telegram group. It's a daily signal. Okay, but this week's trade was because, okay, we're coming into this area here, okay, very high on the weekly area, also on the monthly, at the weekly area mostly. Okay, rallied into this area at the start of the week. We actually got the divergence signal, and it was a trade we got stopped out on last week. My initial position on this week was to get in at 1095. It did not go there. You can see the start of the week it gapped up here, and then we actually got in on Monday morning at 1.102, and you see it dropped down nicely all week. We've got in again today, come back up to test the area that broke this trend. Okay, you can see this huge 4-hour trend up. This was the area that broke this trend line. It comes back up to test it, and then you can see it's been dropping down nicely today. So we got around 90 pips on that trade. It was a nice signal. Next trade was, okay, I'll just move that. Next trade was USD Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc. Oh yeah, you can see the markets are still open, so it's a little bit fast times. Okay, we were looking to get in at this at 0.97, so we were. Just basically, you can see we've had this huge move down here, and the reason for getting into this trade, you can see here that this kind of area I've been holding since 2014. So you are going to get a bit of reaction here. You also have this at this area here. You have this monthly zone. Okay, and then you zoom into the weekly charts and zoom out a little bit. Okay, you can also see here I've had this nice area here that is holding, and daily charts we actually got a divergence signal. Okay, this week, a few days ago at the start of the week, we got it. And we were looking to get in on this trade at 0.97. It did drop a little bit against us, but after the FOMC, you can see this huge spike candle up. And the reason I got out of it, you can see this daily area here that caused this low. Okay, this daily area caused this new low here. Markets rally back up into it. So this was a good area to just take our profits on Wednesday afternoon. We got a nice 70 pip profit on it. Okay, so you can see the market slowing down. You can see the huge, kind of see the momentum, the 4-hour chart here, the momentum slowing right down. This is telling us we're going to get a huge momentum push up to the upside, which had happened after this huge move down. Market's moving sideways. It creates one last low, but price action here is, you can see this area here. Price action is telling me that market's slowing down. Okay, momentum slowing down. Look at these candles. Okay, it's up and down. A lot of buyers starting to come in here. Then we get this huge impulse move up. And it was actually, if you trade the lower time frames, it actually come up on the first target of this up move would have been here, which it more or less hit. Okay, so that was the reason for that trade. It was nice. Next trade was on. Next trade was on USDCAD. Again, it hasn't really moved much. It did go a little bit against us. The reason I closed out because we had already profited from it. And again, I'll probably like to take this next week also, unless something big happens today. We're at this monthly area here. Okay. I'm being rough drawing these zones, but weekly area, you can see it could drop a little bit further into this. But as you'll see in the lower time frames, price action is slowing down. It did pop down a little bit lower towards the 131 area. And if we look at the daily charts, we're actually getting a lot of divergence signals here, which is indicating price is slowing down inside this weekly area here and inside this huge monthly area. So I am expecting an impulse move to the upside. We also have this divergence signal here. Price, this was after the FOMC meeting. Price rallies up and comes back down, and you can see from this blue candle here, bullish candle, that it's failed to make a new low and buyers have come back in, which is to me indicating that this trend line is going to get broken out, taken out, and the market is going to push to the upside here. Time will tell, but a break of this trend line and this is going to be a huge move up, probably up towards the 140 area again. We will see. and at least up to this kind of area here, sorry. Okay, at least up towards the 136 area. Okay, for longer term. Okay, next trade was on. That was the losing trade of the week, minus 20 pips. Next one is Swiss franc, Japanese yen. It was trade of the week. It was the free signal I gave out, and it absolutely plummeted from the word go on Monday. I can find it on my chart here. Now we're going to have to get new chart. New chart. For some reason it's not showing. There we go. Okay, so if we look at the monthly charts, again we're high up here at this monthly area here. Okay. It's around template price. Okay, if you look at the monthly, we have pure price action here. Okay, we're at this monthly area here. It's a bit of a range. Look at the weekly. Okay, you can see the nice weekly candle there. We were very, very high up into this area. Last week's video, I gave the reason for taking this trade at 117, 300, and you can see more or less from the get-go on Monday, the market's absolutely plummeted down. Okay, and it's continuing to move down further. We closed out. The reason it closed out, you can see at this daily area here, this daily area here, that caused this last high in the up move. So it was a good area to take profits. So I made that video last week. Next, last trade, last one. So Kiwi CAD, again, we got out of this on Wednesday. With everything else. Kiwi CAD. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so it was a kind of trend continuation trade. Not so much the monthly. If you look at the monthly here, we do have a monthly area here at 85.4. Have an area here. Market moved down. I was looking just to run this market at 86,800. Okay, it did spike up. This is where we got out of the market here and got around 20 pips in it on Thursday, and it did continue to move back down. It is likely to move back to the upside. So that was that trade, and last but not least was that was the last trade. We actually did get another trade today, which triggered last night, which was on the British pound Kiwi. Okay, let's have a look at it. No, that's not one. That was a day trade. So let me see. So that's the trades this week. I hope I didn't speak too fast in the video. Yeah, so it was a great week. 350 pips, 250 pips, in the new daily service. So around 600 pips between both services. Signal services this week. Great week. If you're looking to join the service, you can click the link below. Remember, if you join this month, you actually get the daily. You actually get full access to the weekly service and the daily service included in your subscription. So really getting 2 for 1. Okay, so that's the video. Hope this video helps. Leave your comments below. Have a great weekend. I'm off to enjoy my last evening here in the beautiful island of Koh Samit. Have a great weekend, and I shall see you on the next video. Well over to fxace.com.